Hey, well, I am live, I hope. It's been a while since I posted to YouTube, probably a couple of months, and I usually try to, over the years, get at least 2 or 3 done a month. So I decided to start trying a live. I haven't done something live like this. I've done live streams, but not like with nothing to say, basically. Although I do want to answer just one question, and I think I'm going to do these short live streams much more often because I do them on LinkedIn about 3 or 4 days a week. So I'm going to do one on YouTube every time I do one on LinkedIn and cover the same topic. So today it's just going to be really quick. First, an explanation. I haven't been sick. There's nothing wrong. I know a lot of you have expressed concern because you haven't seen me in a couple of months. Totally fine. Actually, very, very busy. I got to tell you, the job market is kind of going crazy right now. Of course, it has been since March 13th of 2020 when we shut down. So I can tell you that there's a lot of job creation, especially in the multiple six-figure arena. We are super busy. I'm super busy with negotiation assistants. And so there's a lot that can be learned from this new way of searching for a job. It is a new job market, and I'll get into that in future live streams. And if you want notification of these live streams, go ahead and subscribe, and then you'll get a notification every time I go live. And again, I'm going to go live probably 3 or 4 times a week, and I usually try to do those in the morning. So for today's live video, I want to let you know I'm actually answering a question that came up in the comment section of one of my videos. I was checking my comments, and there was someone that asked a question, and it was around compensation, negotiating compensation. And it was that person, and I don't know if it was a male or female, but that person actually got an interview process and started talking to a recruiter, and that recruiter said, this is the limit of compensation. This is your salary, this is your bonus, and we're not negotiating on that. There is a cap. And that person, the person that's left the comment wanted to know, is that really a cap, or is it possible that I could get something bigger? I will tell you that for the most part, the answer is yes, you can get something a lot bigger. In fact, I've helped people get over double what they originally said they were going to pay. So I would definitely not take that, just take it with a grain of salt. And I would say also that you are building value while you are in what I consider to be a consultative sales process when you're in an interview. So you really want to sell yourself, but also build value as to how you are relevant to their problems. They need to see you as the one and only person that can handle their problems, and also that bridge that's going to take them to where they want to be. You want to be both. You want to be that answer to their prayers, solving their problems, overcoming those challenges that they may have had for a long time. And also you want them to understand that you are that bridge that is going to take them to their goal, to where they want to be. So the way that you do that is actually manyfold. One is having a great brand that is shown to be, you're a top performer at the peak of your game. And a lot of that has to do with your LinkedIn profile, not so much your resume these days. You have to have a professional LinkedIn profile that's quite robust and very compelling. So I would recommend really spending time on your LinkedIn profile, specifically about quantifying your achievements and putting them up on LinkedIn, just your profile, putting it under experience, bullet pointed out, and then explain what those achievements are, and then how much you saved or made a company, or really any kind of quantifiable result. It doesn't have to be money. It could be a reduction in cycle time because a process took 3 weeks and you brought it down to 3 days. It could be that you increased or streamlined processes, let's say for month-end closing if you're in finance, and you were able to get that down to to that so that you could do the month-end closing within 24 hours. Something really heroic, something really different other than just showing up for work every day. So build your value, starting with that first impression. Also build your relevancy to the company that is considering hiring you. You want to be relevant to their specific pain points, their specific challenges. And the only way you're going to know that is by asking. You are not going to find out their real challenges by looking on their website or even talking with another employee that might work there. You really want to find out what the hiring manager's perception of your challenge, of their challenges. So what is the perceived challenge? And then make yourself relevant to that. And the way that you do that is you tell a story about how you have really overcome a similar challenge in your past. Maybe your present role, your past role, and you say, oh, actually, that reminds me of one time that I blah, blah, blah. And then you go ahead and put it in there. Oh, I sounded like Greta Thunberg for a second, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so let me think if there's anything else. Yes, adding more responsibility to the job. So if you want to get paid more than what their original range was, find out if you could add more responsibility and maybe take some things off of your new manager's shoulders. You're just making sure that you are, again, adding more value than what another candidate might. And I don't want you to consider yourself a candidate, even a winning candidate. I was talking with one gentleman not too long ago where he said, can you make me the candidate of choice? And this guy made over $500,000 a year. And I said, I don't make people candidates of choice. I make people standalone investments. So think of yourself as a standalone investment. And that means that you have a personal ROI for the company. So if they're going to pay you $500,000, how many millions are you going to bring into the company to offset how much they're charging you? So think about that and how you can increase the scope of responsibility, maybe the scope of leadership, or really other jobs that other people have right now that they don't want a piece of the job. So let them know what you're capable of doing, and also spend a lot of time asking questions so that you are highly relevant. All of your answers are relevant, because if they're not, you're missing the target. You're going to bomb the interview, and you're not even going to know that you bombed the interview, because you don't know if you're relevant or not until you ask what those pain points are. You ask what those aspirations are, not just for the company, but for the hiring manager, for your new boss. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. All right. I am Tammy Kabell with Career Resume Consulting, and I am going to start doing some live streams, hopefully every other day or so. So if you've got questions, you'd like me to answer those, put them in the comments. I read the comments. So make sure you do that. And I will be talking with you soon. And I've also got some other videos that I need to upload. So I will be doing that very soon. We'll get some videos out at least once a week. All right. Okay. Thank you. Tammy Kabell again with Career Resume Consulting. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye.